trophies, achievements, the ones designed to take the game you know and love and drown it in a pool of your frustrated tears. Sometimes these tasks are part of the main game, or, if avoided, would handicap your playthrough or leave it incomplete. Most of them are extra challenges that draw in any hardcore fans of the game, leaving them miserable in its wake. Why do we do these tasks? Why do they even exist? The answer to both of those is, I don't know. But I managed to find 10 insane tasks in games for you to enjoy. Please be aware that while most entries are fairly spoiler-free, there are a couple that do have some bigger spoilers, if you pay attention, so I'll just stick this warning up right here for you. Alright, let's get started. Number 10. Monochromon's Shop, Digimon World. This was always a task I hated doing whenever I played Digimon World, and I super apologize for those who followed my playthrough of it and are left hanging now. You basically play a game of chance with customers, trying to earn over a certain amount to recruit this giant Triceratops Digimon who will improve your store in File City, which is rather important. The problem with the task is you have to be the hardest asshole ever. You will always have to crank up the price of things, risking the possibility of customers flat out leaving. They will also ask for random items. Some are nice and expensive where you can siphon a huge chunk of money from them, or they'll want some cheap shitty item that even if you raise the price to earn something, you again run the risk of losing the customer altogether. Just pray that you have a bunch of deathly ill Digimon who want to buy medicine. Number 9. Stardust, The Legend of Dragoon. Throughout The Legend of Dragoon, you can collect hidden items called Stardust. Get 50 and you unlock a difficult fight against the strongest boss in the game. That's if you've found them all. You can't see them on the map. They don't do their special little item twinkle. You have to mash the button like an idiot over everything and hope you pick one up. Or, like many of us, follow a walkthrough. Even then, there is a place that you can still mess up and be left with only 49 at the end, and that's in Leningrad. At one of the merchant stalls, there are 2 Stardust that you must pick up in a small window of time. And if you miss it, well, you'll just have to start the whole game over, I suppose. And by then, you've probably cranked about 25 hours into the game. So, yeah, you're kinda screwed. Number 8. Juggernaut, Legend of Legaia. So collecting a bunch of shit isn't your thing. How about level grinding till your brain pops? In order to 100% complete Legend of Legaia, you must grind your sorry ass to level 99 to gain access to a special summon, Juggernaut, which does alright damage. It's honestly not worth all of the flashy summon magic you were forced to watch. You could achieve the same amount of damage just by attacking, especially since you're max level. There is, however, a few glitches out there that let you gain access early on by messing around at the door where the guards stop you. Eventually, you can reach the door and slip in, get the summon, and bypass the entire level grinding stopping block the game sets in front of you. Number 7. Time Gate, Grandia.
Please protect us!
Hey, I hear you like to grind. How about grinding double the amount? 99 times 2? Funnily enough, that's unfortunately what happened in Grandia. Fina has a spell that she can learn called Time Gate, which stops everyone around her so she can have a few turns to wail on enemies. The problem? You have to level up her water and wind magic to level 99 to access it. This is done by using spells of those elements over and 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 over. Why would the developers put us through this hell? Well, they actually didn't mean to. According to the Grandia fandom page, due to programming or hex value transition errors, these numbers transformed into a much higher, although unintended value, as the spell is unlocked. Originally, water had to be level 35 and wind 33. Another kick in the balls is the spell costs 99 MP. Thankfully, all of this was fixed in the HD remake, with the intended magic numbers being 35 and 33, along with an MP reduction, making the spell only cost 25 MP. But still, for those of us who had the original PlayStation 1 game, fuck that task.
Oh, spirits of blue, halt the bells of time that peal forever.
Number 6. Defiled Chalice, Bloodborne. You're going through these chalice dungeons, no problem, until you get to this one. It's cursed and defiled for a reason. Your health is cut in half, physical damage received and healed is decreased due to the shortened health bar, but surprisingly, elemental damage will do normal damage. You might be thinking, hey, that's nice, I can use my fire weapon. Guess what boss fights are in this chalice? Yeah, great. While it is an absolute bitch to do, it is possible. It's just one that no sane person would want to do a second time. I don't know what New Game Plus I was on, maybe 3, when I tackled this dungeon, but it was death after death after death. I could be one-shot by every boss except the last one. But even then, Amygdala took over 15 minutes to beat because of the damage reduction. It was hell! Number 5. Warden Fight, Persona 5.
Fight us! There's no better way for us to tell how strong you really are.
We will not ask for a 2-on-1 battle, though. Your friends are permitted to participate as well. The contracts you have formed with them can be considered a part of your power, after all. However,
almost all Persona games, or SMT games, have a crazy insane boss fight you can unlock at some point, giving players a big challenge to overcome and earn that tasty trophy. Persona 5 goes a bit further by having not one boss, but 2 bosses in one fight, doubling the pain and making it an absolute slog to get through. I managed to get to the part where they start getting serious, but immediately died after that. Just no thanks.
Persona!
Number 4. Yizamat, Final Fantasy XII. Speaking of boss fights that are painfully long and only worth minimal bragging rights, Yizamat is the famously long and difficult boss from Final Fantasy XII that has 50 million HP. That's right, you heard it right, 50 million HP. Seeing as the final boss of the game only has a measly 228,299 HP, this makes Yizamat a super boss. I didn't make that up, it legit says that on a Wikipedia page. He can wipe out the party's best character with a couple of hits, regardless of any kind of equipment they're wearing, as all of his physical attacks have a 5% chance of inflicting instant death. 5% might not be much, but if it's attached to every blow, it'll happen eventually. Number 3. 5 in a row, Fall Guys. This one is pretty straightforward. In order to earn this trophy, you need to win 5 games in a row where you get the crown. Yeah, win the whole goddamn thing 5 freaking times. It might be easier now, what with the options to get rid of team games, where you can pray you get your favorite games and not slime climb. It says a few people have actually achieved this feat. Whether they were cheating or not, I haven't a clue. Number 2. 7-Day Survivor, Dead Rising. When you finish the overtime mode in Dead Rising, you unlock infinity mode to try and see how long you can last in the game. Of course, there are achievements for a set number of in-game days, one at 5 days, and the other at 7 days. This task and achievement is very doable. It's just, would you really want to? Here are a list of things that are restricted in this infinity mode. Food and drink items do not respawn, and you need those to live. No saving your game. You can't access your watch or camera. Randomized locations for psychopaths and survivors. Cardboard boxes and garbage cans never have food in them. If that isn't painful enough to endure, what about getting 7 days in-game? Well, my friend, you're looking at a non-stop 14 hours of your life that you'll never get back in order to unlock this achievement. I mean, if you really fucking love the game, it's probably easy, but for a normal person like me, just shoot me. Number 1. Complete Sumere Ward. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. What's worse than any of these insane tasks? How about a seemingly infinite challenge from 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim? Except it's not! After you finish the game, you unlock a new area, the 4th area called the Sumere Ward. As you look at the screen, you'll notice that this area is different from the rest. The number of waves stretches beyond the screen's limit and seems to go on and on and on. People have gotten to wave 1000 and it still continues on, concluding that it must be an unlimited mode where you just fight wave after wave of enemies. Or is it? According to a forum post on GameFAQs, there are apparently 9,999 waves that is simply there as a challenge with no bonus content unlocked afterwards. It apparently took them 400 hours to clear everything. Even my most cherished of games hardly reach 400 hours, and that's over many, many years of playing it. This game came out at earliest November 28th, 2019 in Japan. Since the post in the forum was on the 27th of September 2020, this person logged 400 hours in 10 months. What an insane achievement that doesn't even have a trophy attached to it.